go to next week.
We got caught up in the moment.
We got caught up in the moment. But this week, I want to start as well, just before we get into what happened last week. I'd like to talk to the audience and to the players about a breach of trust that happened between weeks.
We don't need to tell the...
I'm going to tell the listening audience. I need them to know. They need to know.
To talk about this.
Andrew went behind my back and went off touching my lucky dice and putting all of his curse luck in it.
The Hexblade's curse.
The Hexblade's curse has now been put on my D20.
You will no longer roll above a 4.
So the question...
me!
The question is going to be going forward, is my luck going to outweigh Andrew's unluck?
Here's hoping.
Anti-luck.
Yeah, I want to see.
I took one for the team. It was a devious act, but I
It was
need
a
you to roll worse.
I'm very upset because you breached a level of trust between us.
The majority is out. We're all pretty happy about what Andrew's done.
I know, but I'm the DM. It's a DM player confidentiality trust, and you breached that.
We're forming a union.
Sneaking in. He snuck in while we were in the kitchen, eating fantastic bread muffins and having coffee. And he comes out with it in his hand. He's like, I can feel the luck slipping from it.
That could have been any of us. You don't know.
Rolled a 5.
You don't even know what he did with it before he brought it out.
I know, and I'm upset.
He sort of rolled like 5 times.
Extra damp and warm.
Taking it out. So,
Yep.
I might have to switch up my dice.
Telltale
But
signs.
last week, you guys got into a fight when you tried to rest for an hour with a bullet, a burrowing creature that would leap out of the ground and land on you, dealing significant damage, making it very difficult to fight and hit. But after several people went unconscious, going back up, going down, coming back up,
Bit of Chumbawamba.
bit of Chumbawambering in there, you did manage to finally defeat the bullet, with Otto and Dogcliff taking it down for the final strike.
They bit the bullet.
They did. So now, just a little bit of housekeeping I'd like to get before we move out of initiative, but Horacio is actually still unconscious and bleeding out, and it would have been his turn, so give me a death saving throw, Horacio.
Sure, in the name of housekeeping, yeah.
Just in the name of housekeeping.
Why not? Oh, yeah, I got it wrong. 15.
That's a success.
Easy.
Easy
Now,
success.
Before he goes again, can anyone stabilize or heal? Sveta? Alright, and you're close enough. You're close enough to heal him in one round?
No, well, look, I'm going to have to drag him with some telekinetic force towards me.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to have to ragdoll him.
Oh,
And he will automatically fail his save on that.
Yeah, you'd have to.
I'm going to drag him through
can't resist.
So you'd get
his
closer.
own blood and a bit of the bullet's blood.
Yeah, and then you
Pile
can...
of snow.
Okay.
And again, I will dig my fingers into his skin and
So what,
apply a bit of healing.
You have an ability that can, telekinetically move people.
I sure do.
Huh.
Jeez.
I think she was keeping it on the down low for a while.
Yeah,
You could say it's a bit of a feature of Sveta's.
I don't know. I'd
what
shorten
this is.
feature down a bit. Maybe call it a feat. Yeah, that rolls off the tongue really nicely.
Alright.
Take 12 healing.
12 healing.
Big heals.
Okay.
Maximum heals.
Thank you again.
Take negative 12 damage.
Don't die on me!
I will gladly suffer it.
Well, I'd like to know what you guys are doing now.
I'm going to help Horatio off the ground.
I think as she helps me up, I'm just going to look at her and give her a hug.
Yeah, I'll give you a hug back.
Wodun's going to walk over and just cough blood all over all of you.
Oh!
The two
Oh, that was a tough one.
Good heals, team. Good
Yeah.
heals.
No one else needs it. It's okay.
As Wodun does come over, I'll stick my hand out and shove some nails into your chest as well.
And hold him there, Sveta. Hold him. And then I'm going to apply salve as well.
Well then, stay still. Ooh. 9 healing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you got these claws in your chest.
Oh, that's so good.
Here comes the salve. I'm not my best. 6 points.
Oh, yeah.
How do you feel?
I feel pretty good. Pretty good. Not great, but pretty good.
But Carnelian, you're
Yeah?
so far away. How are you?
As healthy as I was last time.
Yeah, you were staying well back on that one.
There was some strange, almost like depth charges going off there. Is that something you can do?
Yeah, that was me.
What was that?
A spell?
Okay.
Got that much.
Sketty.
Skitty.
Sketchy.
It makes a large, like high frequency sound that like causes damaging vibrations.
You
fascinating.
crazy bards. What will you do next?
Literally kill you with music. Okay, so you gathered up. I'm assuming some salves are going off. I'm going to let you...
Yeah. Salves are popping.
Everyone's in some pretty bad shape.
Everyone's been salved now.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't received a salve.
Oh, you haven't?
No, you touched
Oh, I
yourself.
got right up to you to do it, and then we got separated again.
And then you just was like, salved your neck in front of me.
Yeah, bare the shoulder.
Sweater.
It was a real power move.
It was. Sweater, come here. I'm going to salve you as well.
I'm still hugging you.
And I'm assuming
Okay.
Otto Dogcliff might need a bit of love as well.
Oh, I'm gonna give him a cuddle.
Come here, you two. I'll salve you.
You can salve both of them at once. It's okay.
Oh, I'm going to go full Oprah. Everyone gets a salve.
I already had a salve today.
Yeah, well, the last lot.
Everyone
so, you, Sveta, 8 points.
Oh, thank you.
And Dot Cliff. Oh, that one was 6.
Okay.
For Dot Cliff.
They're on 3rd health.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
they took a bit of damage.
Oh,
Gonna...
I think we need to actually rest.
Yeah.
Maybe we should hide a bit further away.
I agree. Let's do that.
You could use a nap.
So are you going for a short rest or a long rest? Because
God.
Long.
Yes.
What time of day is it?
it's still early.
Yeah, because we
tapped.
went from the cave
Yep.
to here. I only got 1 spell left.
Yeah, I'm running a little empty on spell slots.
Same.
How about this, guys?
Yes.
Stake out, and we survey the... What's this thing called? A nautiloid. I only need a short rest, so
Me too.
I can stand guard and you guys sleep, and I'll survey the area.
For
8 hours.
8 hours.
Yep.
You can only benefit from a short rest once per day. So, like, it's
Isn't that
sorry, long rest once per day. So, I would say that you would need to rest. So, if you were to rest 8 hours now, it would take you to probably the early evening. But I'd say you'd actually need to wait till the next light to get the full benefits out, right? Because the intention is for it to be a nightly rest.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sleep whenever.
Well, what I do know is that I don't want to go into that thing where there's potentially more of this gestures towards the exotic creatures on the ground.
They're definitely protecting something.
Or they just kept a zoo in their weird alien spaceship that broke out after it crashed.
Is that why they abducted you?
Ooh, burn.
possible.
Oh, no.
Zoo animal.
Oh, I didn't feel bad about that before, but I do now.
Wasn't the intention, Wodun?
Well, I think regardless, we can't
Minimum
explore any
shot.
further in our current state.
Oh, we could. It'd just be,
Well, we wouldn't
frankly, a bad idea.
Right, yes. How far have we travelled from... I think the nearest town's...
The nearest town is at least over a day away. That's Duggan's Hole.
Ugh.
Maybe we could just do a short
Or it might
rest
be a
and
day away, yeah.
at least then you guys get stuff back and we can see how we go.
Yeah.
I mean, a short rest, you'll still be able to get healed up and get some of your abilities back.
Yeah. Maybe go into the trees a little bit this time.
Reach the trees.
Breach the trees.
Okay. So you guys go into the trees back away from sight of the nautiloid.
Yeah.
And you're taking a short rest, is that correct, or a long rest?
Short.
Rest,
Short.
please.
Okay.
Okay.
And then
Hit die. 1d8.
You guys are able to take a short rest.
Thanks.
What's the thing for Dogcliff?
and everybody can add an extra d6 to their short rest healing because Song of Rest.
Each roll of the hit die?
Oh, man. I rolled a 1.
Oh no. Maybe you didn't steal that much luck.
Yeah.
He was just trying
No,
to
I
put...
wasn't stealing a
He was
lot.
trying
No,
to
it's
spread bad
draining.
luck is what he was trying
It's
to do.
okay.
when you spend one or more hit dice,
Yeah.
you roll you get an extra d6. So
Okay,
it's just
on top.
on top.
Okay. I'll go.
And remember, you can choose to spend more
Boom.
even
There it
after
is.
you. Yeah.
I need to roll for Dogcliff.
Otto and Dogcliff, yeah. And they've got two different
Yep,
dice
I'll
as
do
well.
date that.
Yeah, I'll
Yep.
do.
Yeah, mate, yeah.
I'll use a D10 3 times for Otto's.
Yep.
6 and 3.
I'm back.
Plus 9.
+9.
It's not bad.
That's not bad.
I found an echo in this room.
Found an echo in this room. So lame.
The Song of Rest, that applies to Otto and Dogcliff.
Yeah, that will too.
What does it do? It gives it an extra +6?
D6.
D6. Good. Alright.
Well, I feel great.
I definitely feel more alive.
Significantly more healthy.
Power nap.
That was intense. I mean, I'm not going to, I don't want to talk about it too much now because we're still in, potential danger, but that was a real eye-opening experience for me. Shall we
I feel
explore?
better. Yep.
Alright, so you approach the nautiloid from the tree line. And you can see on this map, if you refer to roll 20, the squid-like tentacles that stretch out. I'll allow you guys to move where you want.
Keeping our eyes open as we approach and taking our time.
Okay.
For the record, Otto and Dogcliff are full health.
Alright, excellent. That is good to know.
Once again, MVP in a fight.
So as you approach the down ship, what you can see at this end where the squid-like tentacles are, they extend into the nose of the ship, and then there's a flat deck that you could get to if you climb up against the bank of snow that's sort of formed up on the deck above. Otherwise, you don't see any other obvious entrances at this stage.
What's immediately to our east, all that blocked off?
I can't reveal that area
Oh,
because of the way this map is constructed.
But yeah, like in the sense of
It
like
was just
on
to
the
be
map,
open
it's-
snow.
okay.
Yeah.
oh right.
Oh, okay. But it's just because of the way the map is constructed. If you were to reveal that, it would be like, oh, here's the lower deck.
Maybe. Don't look into it too much.
Okay.
So, what would you guys like to do?
Well, Carnelian, is anything coming back to you when we get close to it?
I don't know. Is anything coming back to Carnelian as we get close to it?
Yeah, this place, you remember something about carrion crawlers and bullets.
No, I'm pretty sure that was like an hour ago.
It's just like yesterday, but today.
So you think that if you get up to where this deck is, there might be like a main entrance into the ship.
I mean, that's a pretty safe assumption, but do we want to go like exploring on the deck just yet, or do we just want to... I don't know, what's the plan here, guys?
You think we should scout the area and just do a bit of a lap of the ship?
What if
Look,
we waken another bullet?
Look, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm really, really scared of actually going up there. And I'm like... I used up a lot of juice.
We could scout it, yes.
Yeah, if we could start with a scout, yeah.
Do you want to ride on my shoulders? Would that make you feel better?
Yes.
Come on, jump on.
Hell yeah!
What a view!
Alright.
How tall is Horatio?
Well, that's Wodun.
That's... Why does everybody do that? How tall is
He's
Wodun?
6'3".
I am.
He's a
Oh,
specimen.
True.
quite the specimen.
So,
Okay.
I guess we check it out. Is there any... Can you guys see anything moving in the... near the ship or in the woods? Is it near the woods?
Yeah, so it's sort of in the middle of this open space.
Oh, you did say that.
Yeah.
What do you see from up there, Carnelian? Got a good vantage point up there.
You can roll a perception check if you'd like.
I'll lift him up even higher.
Can you give me assistance?
Not from what you can see.
But he's increasing my height by so much. This is like 4 extra Carnelians that I can see. That's a 10.
Okay. This deck is 5 feet above the valley floor and is covered with fresh snow. Mounted to the deck is a ballista covered in ice. At the back of the deck is a double door that looks like it's made of chitin and iron. And this deck is tucked under 2 higher decks, the lower of which has another ballista that you can just see peeking out from the side. Those upper decks look like they could be another 25 to 45 feet up. So it'd be quite a difficult climb to get up there.
Alright,
But getting up to this lower deck, the 5 feet up, the snow's all piled up, it's easy to get there.
So multiple decks, we could get to this, like, lower one here.
Have a bit of a look.
Doesn't look like anybody's there.
Any signs of movement? Can I
You
look?
don't see anything at this stage.
Nothing as of yet.
Let's cautiously approach, shall we? Have a look.
Okay. I'm going to move you into the... Because it's easy to climb there, I'm assuming all of you would like to move into the lower deck.
Yes,
I'm going
please.
to move you there.
You can just place Carnelian directly on, because you're more than 5 feet up.
Is the ballista inoperable due to the weather conditions, or...
Do you want to make a roll? Probably a straight-up intelligence roll.
I'll,
Can I check it out as well?
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, I was just gonna, like, tap Wodun on the shoulder and ask if he could do it.
Well, you're on my shoulder.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
yeah, we're both looking.
Who's looking? Because I'll guide them.
Me.
Okay, guidance.
I don't know why me.
Think smart.
I have 0. What am I rolling? Investigation?
You could do an Actually, investigation would be appropriate here. Yeah.
Was it with advantage?
Don't forget your guidance.
Is that a
D4.
D4? It's still not going to be great.
Yeah,
You have advantage, don't you?
Yeah, like Jen said, advantage, I
Oh.
think. Because you're helping?
Yeah.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah. Teamwork.
22 plus 2.
Okay. You take a look around the ballista, trying to... There's obviously some mechanisms there that you try and shift and move, but it's quite obvious to you once you've taken a good look around it. It is inoperable, and it probably looks like it's suffered quite a lot of damage from when this ship crashed.
It just uses like regular ammunition. Doesn't look like it's some sort of
It's a ballista,
space
so
weapon. or
yeah, it
anything.
looks like it would just use like giant
like a bolt.
bolts. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Which, when you sort of think about it that way, you're like, that's kind of weird. But also, is it? Because how much do you know about aliens in this setting?
How much do I know about aliens in this setting?
Yeah.
Roll a nature check.
Roll an aliens check. Wait, it's the history channel, right? Roll a history check. Yeah, so that's what you find out. It looks inoperable.
Okay, well, what are these doors? Yeah, I'm thinking what you're thinking, Svieta. I saw you.
Let's open it.
You
Yes.
approach the doors.
Let's
and
inspect them.
Carnelian, are you sure you
sure
want to
that-
go
Oh,
in?
shit!
Make sure they're not,
didn't-
like, booby-trapped or something.
Yes, let's inspect them for traps.
Sure.
Yep.
Roll an investigation check for booby traps.
Don't forget your own guidance again.
Yeah. Pat myself on the back. Thanks, Kay. Okay.
Are you sure you want to go inside, Carnelian?
22,
but
baby.
we should anyway.
All right, let's do it.
You search the door and you don't notice anything that would be a trap, but what you do notice is, much like the East Haven ferry, the door is iced shut. Unlike that, where it was quite easy to... Someone had obviously been continually picking away at the ice along the door to make it still easy to open. This looks like it's completely iced over, so it would take a bit of strength to pull it out, to open it.
Could I have a bit of a listen? See if I can listen through.
Perception check.
Sure.
I'm going to check the walls next to the door, see if there's any like buttons or hidden like
Go for
swipe
it.
things. Or...
Perception check as well.
So, Callan, just a general question. How does guidance sort of work? Do I just keep patting myself on the back before I do
As
everything?
a general answer, yes. I like to think of it. I like to try and think of it making logical sense. So, checks that require a long distance and knowledge checks, I would say things are things that you can't really use guidance on. But with investigation and stuff like that, you should be good to pat yourself and
Okay.
do it.
Oh, nat 1. That's what you get for asking.
You were after a listening check, so
Yeah.
it's completely iced over. So any sounds, you're like, oh man, it's hard to hear what could be in there. Your ice is blocking it.
I have a crowbar if you want to try and smash it. The ice, I mean.
Does it
Yeah,
require
I mean-
strength?
If there's anything on the other side, it'll definitely be a nice knock on the door for them. Yeah, I mean, I just want to... Do we have an escape plan? I'm just assuming the worst here. Just being Celebor's advocate.
Pretty sure our escape plan at this stage is running as fast as we can.
Okay.
Okay, good plan A.
Yeah, I'm with that. Yeah.
Let's smash it in.
Yeah, let's do it. Fuck it.
Okay.
Claymore.
Okay. All right, so with a crowbar, it will give you advantage on an athletics check, which you can use to try and open the doors.
Do you have...
Guidance.
I do actually have a proficiency in athletics, but...
Nice.
Don't forget your guidance.
And I will have a guidance, thank you. 15 plus 3 is 18, plus... 1 is 19.
Okay, so you're doing the opening, right? So you walk up to this set of double doors with a crowbar and you just...
No. Wodun walks Carnelian up with the crowbar.
I think at this point, to suspend disbelief, he might have to put you down. Yeah. I think you have to get off his shoulders now, to be honest.
Can Carnelian get off his shoulders and just like...
Well, what are the rules for mounted combat?
Is Wodun considered a mount?
It depends on whether or not the mount can act independently of the rider or not.
To make
It
things
depends if you're pulling his hair and controlling him like a rat.
linguini. To make things uncomplicated, I'm going to get you to dismount the Wodun now at this point. So you leap off of Wodun's shoulders and bury the crowbar into the doors. And using your leverage, you're able to pry the doors open, and they, with an extraordinarily loud sound of cracking ice and shifting metal, they swing open.
Alright, I'm pretty sure anybody knows we're here now.
Let me just open the door for you guys. I have a few comments.
I have one more important comment. You can all get salved again.
It's a short rest.
Is it short rest?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. First things first. Attached to the walls of this chamber, you can see some metal circular pod-like structures that seem to be leaking green liquid all along the sides of this chamber. It looks like they're designed to hold large creatures. A staircase rises to the next deck amid crates, barrels, tables, and broken bits of equipment. Moving among the detritus are 4 creatures. 3 of them are small, repulsive purple things that float above the ground and pull themselves across the floor using oversized face tentacles. The 4th is a lumbering monstrosity made of stitched-together parts from goblins, dwarves, and reindeer.
Reindeer.
Yuck.
It's
They
Santa.
turn to you and roll for initiative.
Oh, piss off. Sorry. No, it's not your fault. You're just calling it as you see it, mate.
Yeah, you dickhead.
Ooh, 2 good initiative rolls in a row. My treasure rolls like
No,
this.
see, that's good. Nah. See? That's what you want to roll like shit when you're a cleric.
Okay.
You want to go last.
Wodun.
9.
9. Svieta.
15.
15. Carnelian.
19.
19. Horatio.
Fear.
What?
4.
4. Jeez. And Otto and Dogcliff.
No.
16 plus 2. 18.
18.
So that's a decent roll. It's a 14 on the
Yeah,
dice.
it's just not me. So apparently I can...
But you had
roll for
spirit.
others.
Like, you rolled it with enthusiasm.
Alright, okay.
You just got to take it on.
Okay.
Like
Not,
just before.
the,
Like when
not the
I-
finest dice roller in the world.
Like when I
Yeah.
rolled in your dice before, I'm just like, pick.
Alright, okay.
But the most enthusiastic.
Carefree. I'm somewhat of a gangster, so.
They call him the dice gangster.
Okay.
Word up.
So the first person to go is Carnelian.
Healing word up.
Healing word up.
Fairy fire.
Boom.
Okay.
Light 'em
Where
up.
are you centering it? Can you show me?
Right in the middle of the room because it's got a 20-foot radius.
Okay. So it can hit all the creatures in there.
Yeah. Dexterity save.
Dexterity saves. Okay, let's start with this big creature. This stitched together creature of different goblin and reindeer parts. All right, now this is the dice.
That was touched.
Now, I rolled a 16. It is a -1 to its dex save.
DC is
15.
13.
All right, so not affected.
Yeah, you weren't affected.
Me touching the dice.
Now the little creatures that were crawling across the floor with their face tentacles.
The dickheads.
Failure on 1,
Nice.
failure on 2,
Nice twice.
12 on the other.
Failure as well. Hat trick.
Nice
Oh,
thrice.
there you go.
sports reference.
I feel like...
Yay! I got it and I liked it. Thank you.
So we have advantage to hit all the little squiddly dibs.
Nice.
Hit the little dickheads.
What'd you call them? Squiddly dibs?
Squibbly dibs.
You're almost talking Simlish without even knowing it. Squiddly dibs.
Well, you're the expert, so I'll take your word for it.
Alright, anything else?
Something of an authority.
Anything else Carnelian would like to do?
Draw his melee weapon.
Okay. Otto and Dogcliff.
Let's see. Wow. Yeah, they're gonna go right in. They're feeling confident.
Is that a
rowdy.
staircase right in the middle there?
That is a staircase.
That's going up?
Yeah.
Alright.
So...
Sorry, they'll have to... Oh, look, they'll just go to
Okay.
Santa.
Fleshman over there going... Oh, is it Santa?
Well, part reindeer, I don't know, it's a stretch.
Good old Santa.
Is
Let's
this
go.
Good
Like
old Santa.
the Christmas homunculus?
Jesus, stick a beard on him.
Oh.
Santa Claus.
He's returned.
The leftovers from the Christmas one shot.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's just
He is
Martin.
literally made from Christmas leftovers.
A fruit pudding golem.
Pudding golem.
What is it? Mince pies?
Frankincense monster.
Okay.
Alright,
Bride of frankincense.
Dogcliff's gonna go in for a bite.
Yep.
19 on the dice.
Oh,
Yeah,
there we
baby.
go.
That's a hit.
Okay.
And while I'm doing this, can you roll a strength save for me, please?
That'll be a 14.
No, he's fine. But,
It's happening again.
Plus strength. Don't forget plus strength.
still 4.
Okay,
Yeah.
one of the things I'm going to tell you, you notice with that hit, it doesn't do any damage.
Oh,
Really?
Jesus.
Yes, really.
Is that...
I wonder if that's just because it's piercing. We'll go in for a swipe
Okay.
and see if slashing damage does anything.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Fairy fire. Oh, he doesn't. He doesn't have.
Yeah, he
Does
doesn't
he?
have. He didn't get fairy fired.
Although for a swipe is 16.
16's a hit, and once again, you notice it doesn't do any damage.
I still want to roll. Yeah. That was a 9 just for record purposing. That's it.
Okay. Svieta, it's your turn.
There's no point transforming if they're not going to take any damage. I really wasn't expecting this to...
3 dickheads and a Santa. Wasn't expecting
I never expect Santa with 3 dickheads.
No one does.
Can Santa take a dex save for me, please? I'm going to cast Bonfire on him.
Oh.
That was 13, but then minus 1, 12.
Yes!
Nice.
Got him.
Get burnt, bitch!
Okay.
Yeah,
Ooh.
max 8.
Excellent.
8 fire.
8 fire. Okay.
Oh, fitting, like a chimney. He's got his ass.
So, he doesn't like the fire. What was the damage?
8.
8, okay. He takes damage, and you think that does go through.
Cool. No, I'm gonna end it there.
Okay. It's its turn. It's going to move towards the doors, taking an attack of opportunity. From Dogcliff and Otto.
Make it with the dog in case it trips.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, true.
Roll a hit.
Right, here we go.
Shit.
7.
7's a miss. I was ready to roll my dexterity save, my strength save and everything.
That's not a
Would it help?
technique either.
Roll for Otto now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
you
going to
please.
try and get 2 slams off. So first things first, it will try and make an attack on both Svieta and Carnelian. Now, because it was hit with fire damage, it has a trait called Aversion to Fire. It has disadvantage on its attack rolls and ability checks until the end of its turn.
Nice.
Yeah, it's scared of the fire.
Well, that's 2 on the lower dice. It's going to be a miss. And now against Carnelian. That die still rolled a natural 20 on it.
But
But the second dice, it would be 14 to hit.
I think that might equal. Yeah, that equals my AC.
Okay, 2d8 plus 4 damage. 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
And you actually feel like it held back.
Good to know. Good to know.
Thanks, Santa.
Wodun, it's your turn.
Thanks, Santa.
Keep setting it on fire, please.
I would
Depends
if
on
I
Callan.
could.
Depends on Callan's dice.
It's not very dexterous, so...
We'll just
But-
push it over.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, true.
shove it back on the fire.
Like, I can't do physical damage to it, but I wonder what happens if I just, like, give it a shove.
But can't you just recast it constantly? Because
Yeah.
it's a cantrip, right?
Can, yeah.
But, like, it's every turn, though, so...
Yeah.
Can I pass? I can pass through Carnelian Square.
Yes, you
yeah?
can, yeah.
I'm going to go in.
Oh,
Maybe-
hold on a sec. I took damage, so... I actually lose the fairy fire.
Okay.
Oh man.
Thank you.
Bummer. Sorry.
So I'm gonna pass by Carnelian, go inside the door, and up next to Santa. And I'm
Yes.
gonna say, "Come here, pretty," and I'm going to cast Hex on it.
Okay.
So use that guy, and that's a spell. And
What's the disadvantage?
Strength.
yeah,
It'll be easier to
okay.
push over if it's strength.
Yeah, all right. I'll do strength as the disadvantage.
It has a pretty good strength score, so it's not bad. Would make that disadvantage. Yeah.
Cool.
It's not yeah.
Shackle him.
So that's me bonus action.
Okay.
For my action, can I cast a cantrip?
No, because is the hex a
Hex is
spell?
a spell.
So that's a leveled spell. So no.
He said cantrip.
Cantrip.
Hex is a cantrip.
No.
Can I now?
Oh, you can cast a. Sorry, you can cast a cantrip. Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to do. Let's go booming blade.
So booming blade's made with an attack roll. Yep, that should be good.
Boom.
Roll to hit.
Cool. I will do that. Whoa!
Oh man,
Whoa!
the confidence.
That was a 15, that first one.
17 to hit.
That's
There
a
you
hit.
go.
Yeah,
I want you to specifically tell me what damages it does, though.
I will do that. Let me just work out my stuff. So that is 4 plus 5. Oh, this isn't going to do shit.
It might be because it's magic damage.
Well, what's
Oh, it is a magic weapon.
so the weapon damage won't? So the weapon damage is not. The weapon's not magical, right?
No, it is.
It is magical.
Yes, because it's my hex weapon. No, pact weapon.
Okay.
Cool. So what the damage is magical for the purposes of overcoming resistances.
Then yes, all this damage will go through.
So 4 plus 5 piercing.
Yep.
And then, if he moves, then booming blade.
Okay.
He
So
moved in,
Oh,
boom.
and me hex. Sorry. Oh, fuck. 1 point of necrotic.
so 10 points total.
Yeah.
Okay. Horatio, it is your turn.
Okay. If you shove him, would that trigger the booming blade? Is that considered him
No,
moving?
it can't be forced movements.
Oh, alright.
All right.
Yeah, 1-2. Alright, just, your classic dingy dong.
Okay.
So, can you please make a wisdom save, oh wise Santa?
Natural 1. You did leak a
What?
curse into this dice.
Dumb shit.
It's a slow burn. It's slowly applying.
Not happy about it.
Just got to insult him.
The luck is evaporating into the ether.
Here we go, because he's taking damage. 1d12. Oh, it's a 2.
Okay. 2 points of necrotic damage. Does go through.
Okay, good to know. I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay. It is the little squiddly things at the back's turn, and they all try and move as far away from you guys as possible
Really?
and start dodging.
They're so cute.
Squiddly?
Looks like a perfect
So they're
spot
they're
for a
taking the
shatter.
dodge action.
Dodge.
Dodgy little dickheads.
Okay. I'm gonna leave it. Need to leave it there. Okay, cool. Something else happens. It is Carnelian's turn.
Alright. Carnelian would like to make the shove action against
Okay.
Evil Santa.
All right.
So opposed athletics checks.
Okay. And I get disadvantage on this, don't I?
Because of the curse.
9.
Also 9.
Roll off again.
Roll off.
What an you bum.
Natural 20 on one of the dice and 18 on the other.
Yeah, you got that.
All right, no shoves. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope.
Otto and Dogcliff.
We'll try and make this guy prune.
Okay.
with a bite.
So where would you like to
Bite
move
Santa's
Otto and
legs.
Dogcliff?
Pardon?
Would you like to move them near the door?
Yeah, I'll move up 5 feet next to Wodun.
Okay.
And I'll roll for Dogcliff's bite.
Okay.
I don't want to. 6.
Miss.
Whoa!
Yeah, tactics.
Oh, yes.
Let's go.
Always forget that one.
Okay.
Better.
It's alright, 15.
15's a hit. So no damage, but let's see if he's
True.
prone. Oh, you did leave so much in there. 11.
It
Or
worked.
meats!
Meats,
Oh
so
no,
he
why
doesn't
am I
get
so
that.
excited?
It was a 7 on the die. I'm very upset with you, Andrew. Okay, Svieta, it is your
Did
turn.
you roll it? Oh no, that's a saving throw, not a skill check.
Yeah.
You could roll Otto's if you wanted to, but it wouldn't actually, unfortunately, give him any damage. So
No,
It is multi-attack.
yeah, you can't really use the help or anything.
no,
else.
because you've already used the
Yeah,
attack.
it's
Just
an action.
squawk, sadly.
He will try and hit him. Svieta, it's your turn.
I don't have a weapon to imbue Shillelagh, so...
Scone fire?
Yeah, that bonbon.
You did give away your weapon.
Well, the bonbon makes him weaker.
The bonbon. Roll me a dex save, please.
Okay. That's better. 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
So
beats.
it avoids the fire.
Can you also make a strength save for me, please? I'm just gonna shove him away from us.
I don't know where you're going to shove him, but that will be a 13. No. Yes, 13.
Oh, yeah, he's affected. That's nice.
Okay.
Nice.
It was a 14. I'm just gonna, like, shove him just a little bit away from Carnelian. Can he get into the crevice that's right beside?
No, it would only really be able to get here.
Actually, yeah. I don't really want him near Carnelian. I'll shove him next to Wodun. Sorry, Wodun.
It's alright. I'm here for it.
That's it.
Right. So, it is his turn. He's going to try and hit Wodun twice.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Now, he didn't get hit by fire, so it won't be disadvantage.
Oh.
Natural 1 is going to miss.
Yep.
I hate you so much. Alright, that's better. 18 to hit.
Does hit.
2d8 plus 4. Oh, well, I rolled 1 and an 8, so I guess exactly average. So that is 13 points of bludgeoning damage. And again, you feel like he's holding back. Like he's pulling a punch.
Cool.
It's Wodun's turn.
Wodun's going to... he's going to kind of do a little duck and weave after... I'm going to say maybe he dodged out of the way of the first blow
Yep.
and did like an evasive maneuver, and he's now like sort of rotated around the side of this thing. And he's going to go for another stab right in the ribs.
Okay. Go for it.
Ooh, oh, hell yeah. That's the secret. 23.
23 is a hit.
So, 7 points of magical piercing.
Yep.
And 1 point of necrotic.
Okay. All goes through. Anything else you'd like to do?
Do you have a dagger?
Yes, can I throw a dagger to Svieta?
Roll to hit.
Do it.
Don't worry, I'm shit at
Svieta,
this.
did you just say? Did you ask him for a dagger? Because I have a mace.
5.
Don't you need that?
I just wanted to know if you'd actually stick
I
a...
don't think I've used it once.
You
Really?
can...
Wait, plus... Because it's not my effect.
It's okay.
Plus 3.
It's
so
alright, I'm
8.
just kidding. So, Wodun slides a dagger across to
I was gonna
you.
catch it like mid-air or something.
Straight through
Blade
the bonfire.
first. Okay, Horatio, then it would be your turn unless there's anything else.
No, I'm all good.
Okay, Horatio, your turn.
Can I just, as a free action, just have a bit of a look and try and get a gauge of what this thing's intent is?
Yes, you can. Make an insight check.
I'm not going to say anything because I'll jinx myself. Nat 2, so 7.
All you can tell is what everyone else has been feeling. Like, he's hitting, but he looks like he's trying not to kill someone. Put it that way. He's pulling punches.
Was he pulling punches on me as well?
Yes, everyone.
Alright.
I guess.
So you can see him, like, wind up for a hit, and rather than just going straight for it, he just sort of, like... And he's, like, stopping short from really letting it out.
Okay. I guess, although I have an idea of what's happening, I guess Horacio doesn't. So,
Oh no, the Horatio would know that from that roll.
Well, he can pull punches, yeah, but
You don't know what the intent is, though,
he doesn't have
yeah.
sufficient insight to make an inference that perhaps
Correct.
this thing is guarding, not... okay, I'm just going to have to go with what Horatio. Rolling a 2.
Okay.
Yeah, this bloody ding dong. My tra-la-la. My ding ding dong.
A ding ding dong.
Make a whizzy whiz. Make a wisdom save for me, please, Callan.
I think that's going to fail. 10.
Yep, fail.
Okay.
Here we go. My tra-la-la. Oh, 3.
3. It's just the swing of that ability.
I'm pulling punches with my ding dong.
Yeah, that's true. I hate it when you pull your ding dong out. Okay, anything else you'd like to do?
Does anyone else get the feeling that he's pulling punches a bit? I don't know why, but I've definitely noticed he's pulling punches.
I haven't noticed.
I've noticed.
Maybe he wants to keep us alive?
That's a terrifying thought.
Okay.
I end my turn.
It is now the little Squiddly Dink's turn.
And you haven't got me for changing the name every time. I'd like all of them, though.
They continue to dodge at the back there. And, additionally, coming down the stairs and around the corner,
Uh-oh.
you can see a creature round the corner. It is got a bulbous purple head with squid-like tentacles.
Oh, shit.
You are like, is that thing really far away? Because it doesn't look very big. It's not like a full human size. It's about halfling size.
Oh, cute.
Instead of a full humanoid. It's got this little tiny, like...
Oh my god, look at me, so small.
It's got a little device in its hand, and it turns around and sees you all fighting at the ship. And it starts talking. It goes like... And then it like listens and none of you react. And then it tries saying it's a different language. What languages do people know?
Squid.
I know. Yeah, that specific one.
Common, Draconic, and Dwarvish.
Okay.
Common Celestial.
Yep.
That's all of mine. No, nothing new from everything said.
Elvish and Druidic.
So it goes through a couple of different languages, and then it's sort of like you see it sort of like almost like its shoulders slump slightly, and then in your heads you hear something. Stop! There is no need for violence. Please, lower your weapons.
What does Santa do?
And it turns to it. It turns to Santa. Hell.
So I don't know. Abomination thing.
Well, what,
Yeah, no,
what turns
you can call it Santa if you want.
The abominable snowman.
And then you see it. So you see it now talk again in another language, and it looks at the abomination of flesh, and it has like its arm up as if it's going for a punch, and it just lowers its arm.
Are you gonna say something, Andrew?
I was going to say Wodun turns and like angles the spear towards this new guy that's approached.
And that's all he does. He does nothing else. He's just got his arm open as if he's in Jurassic World, and he's like, "There is no need for violence here, please."
Carnelian, do you know this man?
Absolutely not. But
We're your best friends.
Carnelian is
How
going
could you say that?
You're a hidden squiddling, aren't you?
Oh shit!
Carnelian is going to sheath his rapier, and let's get a quick. Can I get an insight check on this guy?
Sure can.
Oh well, that's like a 4, but
Almost impossible to read. It's got an alien nature that is somehow... It's like its features are so different from face features. There's no mouth to go by. The eyes are just these inky black dots on the side of its head. It's really difficult to know what it's thinking.
Hey, Callan, would you allow me to have a go?
Sure.
See if I can get anything
Well,
from
okay.
it.
What I'm really interested in more than anything else, are you guys going to... Because I will give that on your turn. It is Carnelian's turn now. But if you guys are all going to say, well, we're not going to attack, I will bring us out of combat.
well, Carnelian is going to, as a Carnelian is going to sheath his sword in an attempt to
Okay.
not continue the fight.
All right. So it goes to Otto and Dogcliff. Do they want to continue fighting, or do you get them to heal?
I'll get him to heal.
Svieta?
I don't really have anywhere to put this dagger. I'll stick it into the door.
Okay. That's my ship you're doing.
I don't have a pocket.
It has feelings too.
Oh, I'm sorry. Take it
It's
out
on
the door.
fire. Why have you got it on fire? Okay. It then goes to the abomination of flesh's turn, and it just puts both hands down by its side. It doesn't attack anyone. Wodun?
Yeah, right. I'll not sheath it, but I'll hold the spear as kind of a walking stick, not in an aggressive way, and I'll push the abomination away from me. Just as
That
one
is
hand,
very
like
rude.
a getaway. I don't trust you.
And Horacio, you can make that insight check if you wanted to.
Yep, I'll put my ding dong away.
Okay.
Aw.
Don't worry.
He'll be back.
Yeah. Oh, 2 and then a 1. The joke's on me. I'm supposed to be really insightful, but I'll probably 2 and a 1. 6.
Again, this creature is alien. It's so unlike anything else you're used to. You just can't get any body language from it, facial cues. It's very strange.
Should have used my hex in that fight.
Why didn't you?
No, I shouldn't have.
Well, I'll call out to it. Is this your ship?
Okay, so now that it's seen you all, not point weapons and you haven't attacked, it has the device in its hand and it puts it in its holster, on its hip. So it puts his hands up. It's like, there is nothing to fear. Yes, this is my ship. Or at least my and my partner's ship.
What's your name?
My name is difficult to pronounce in your language, but it is Dradevex.
Can I call you Picasso?
If that pleases you, yes, you may. And he starts walking forward. And you can see, he's as I said, he's half height. So you guys all tower, except for Carnelian, all of you sort of tower over him.
What was his name again, sorry?
My name is Dradevex.
Dradevex.
Sorry, what are you doing in Icewind Dale?
So he walks forward and he says, "We have crashed here on your plane of existence. It was not intentional."
You wouldn't happen to have been, picking people up, would you?
Yes, we often are curious about different creatures of this plane, and we have been studying them.
Did you happen to lose any occupants when you crashed?
Several did escape once we crash-landed here in this plane.
Do you happen to recognize this escapee?
Hey!
I assume you're pointing at Carnelian.
Yes.
He looks over and he says, "Yes, I do believe that you were on the ship when we crashed. It is good to see that you survived.
Did you, do anything to me?
Only butt stuff." No. What do you mean by do? We studied you and several others here from the far northern lands in this cold wilderness.
You held him against his will.
I am sorry you feel that way. It is our nature to study. We are naturally curious.
Were you going to let me go, or was my escape purely chance?
Your escape was chance, but we were going to allow you to leave normally.
Can I do an insight check on that?
You sure? Yeah.
Come on,
I would
3.
like that as well.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Dirty 20.
Another 2, so no, I got nothing.
So yeah, Carnelian, you don't know that the alien nature is still eluding you, but Horacio, there is a familiarity in what he's saying. You almost liken it to a doctor studying rare cases of disease on patients where sometimes they get detached and they don't necessarily empathize with the subjects that they are.
They see it as
that
like
they see. Exactly.
experiment or like a petri dish almost rather than being a human.
Yes, and you think that maybe there's a slight amount of detachment here going on. You don't necessarily think that there was ill intent per se, but you might feel that they don't necessarily think of the consequences of their actions, potentially.
Did you insert anything into Carnelian?
We did not. And he looks around a bit and he goes, "The cold air is coming into the ship through the door that you have opened and is playing with our temperature controls. If you wish, could you please come inside and shut the doors? Perhaps I will take you to my partner. It would be best to discuss with both of us."
Are you going to try and imprison us?
"No, we have no intent to. We are stranded here. In fact, we could use your assistance if you would give it to us."
Can we trust you? Do you have any assurances?
"I don't know what assurances I can give you, but
Leave
I
Santa-
promise..."
Sorry to interrupt, Dredovax, but could you perhaps leave the abomination outside in the cold?
"The flesh golem is here tidying up. He will remain here with the squidlings, keeping them in line. Is that sufficient?"
Can I look over at the abomination and do like a nature or an arcana check?
Arcana check.
I'm just imagining
Roll
this,
advantage because I said the name of the creature.
I'm just imagining with this tiny little dustpan and brush.
Yeah, it's like he dropped a broom. It's coming.
Arcana?
Arcana, yeah. Roll with advantage because I said the name.
15.
15. A flesh golem, a construct. You know that these creatures are immutable in form. Often, like for example, if you had a polymorph spell, you couldn't affect it with it. They have aversions to fire, and they absorb lightning and heal. They actually have magic resistance, which I should have realized. So they probably would have taken less damage. But otherwise, yeah, it's got a lot of immunities to non-magical stuff too.
Did you make this abomination?
This is my golem, yes.
It's disgusting.
Where did you get it from?
Oh, here and there.
Can I personally just say the reindeer's a fine touch?
I thought it was very pretty.
Do you need all of its parts on it?
I would prefer to keep it intact.
Okay.
If you'd allow me, I'd love to examine it a little bit.
You are curious as well.
I am a surgeon myself.
I feel a kinship with you.
It's disgusting.
Alright, can we...
Perhaps you will come to see the captain.
Listen here, bucko.
Is the captain your partner?
Yes.
Okay.
It is just the two of us, a golem and the squidlings.
What are the squidlings?
The squidlings are idiotic,
That's
All right.
really mean.
but they are like children to us.
Can we, maybe avoid other questions until we get both of them? Just so that we don't have to repeat any questions.
Yeah, sure. Well, I don't know why, but something tells me we can trust him.
I trust you.
Thanks. Appreciate that, Svieta.
I don't trust any of this.
Yeah, are you having flashbacks? What do you look like right now?
Yeah, this thing.
Carnelian is having an existential crisis right now.
Come on, I'll put you on my shoulders.
Calm down.
Dogcliff can be your support dog.
Dogcliff is a medium-sized creature, a potential mount.
True.
A
Not
support medium-sized creature.
not Otto, he's still a baby.
But big baby.
A big boy.
It would be harder to make a saddle for a bear.
All right, will you follow him upstairs? Please, this way.
Did he say his partner's name yet?
Not at this stage.
Let's go then.
Alright, let's
Lead
go.
on, good sir.
I want one of those squidlings as a pet.
So you move through an upper deck, and you can see here, as you're moving through here, this was the outside deck that you saw with the other ballista. And then you can see there's other stairs going up, and you can see a closed door here as well. Then finally, you move into inside here as well, which you can only surmise is potentially the bridge.
Oh,
He brings you all upstairs. Oh, I moved the bonfire with me. That's... I assume you let that go out.
The bonfire is eternal.
Dradovex moves you upstairs, and you can see what is obviously another one of his kind, also half size.
So cute.
Vorin, these creatures have approached the ship. They may be willing to assist us. And he steps out of his chair and turns around and looks at all of you.
First of all, why would we help you when you just held our friend here captive against his will? You've done it to others before, and you don't understand that that's fucked up. That's not what we do here. I've got a right mind to hit you in the face.
Voren, you sort of like see him like almost taken aback before he has a chance to speak. You're sort of assaulting him with all these accusations. He goes, "J'accuse!" And he goes, "I am sorry that you feel that way. It is our nature to study, and we are curious. We mean no harm."
Why did the ship crash?
An unfortunate tale. We were flying low over the forest nearby. We had several subjects that we were studying, and one of them got loose. Unfortunately, as there was a blizzard going at the same time, my efforts were here at the bridge, steering the ship, and Dradovax tried to keep control of the situation. Unfortunately, an explosion on the lower decks caused instability, and we crashed. We have been here ever since, trying to repair.
Well, you said you required assistance, so...
So what do you need, and what are you going to give us in return?
We have managed to repair most of the structural damage to the vessel. However, our power supply got incredibly damaged in the crash, and much of our ability to make sure the ship is fully powered and operational has been terminated. We require an alternate power source. We have been sending out distress signals, perhaps to those that might be able to find us and may be sympathetic. We think that we require some psi crystals, which may allow us to power the ship up and leave this place.
Psi crystals. Can you describe them?
Psi crystals are crystalline structures that are often found in places where others of our kind live. Our kind is often drawn to underground areas where crystals are abundant. Some of them are sometimes called, I believe in your language, mines or excavations.
Quarries?
Quarries, yes. That is also a place that they can be found.
What do they look like?
Difficult to describe. They are long purplish crystals that are in a oblong shape. They are not perfectly symmetrical, often having many different lines and odd angles, which give them a appearance of a not perfect structure. Very rare for crystals, you see, that are often in perfect symmetry.
Just without saying anything, on hearing this, would we be able to put two and two together? Is this the same as the crystals that we found? Chardolin?
Don't know.
Okay.
Do we actually have Chardolin? Or do we have, the ice crystals from the very first episode?
We've got that.
You've got both, because you found some Chardolin in the hideout near the Khan from one of the brothers, and then you have those ice crystals from the start.
Okay.
Let me
Do
see.
we wanna-
We've got 3 Chardolins, and you've got some crystals as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got from the
Yeah,
start.
we've got 3 Chardolins.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we want to see if those work?
Well, I'd like to know what they're going to give us in return first.
Well, yeah, I assume they're not asking for help for free.
I don't know. They kidnap people and don't understand.
So, what do you have for us in return if we bring you some of these psi crystals?
Yes. Creatures such as yourselves often require a reward to help others. I believe that we can offer you something. He turns to Dradovax, and he nods. We are willing to part with some of our items of which you would call powerful. They may assist you, terrestrial creatures, in this place. These weapons, and he unholsters the gun that he had, this thing that he has that is very gun-shaped. And he says, these weapons are particularly potent. We will offer you a couple of them. Plus, we have some items that you would consider any, air quotes, magical in nature.
Well,
That sounds like a good
I
deal.
mean, I'd take it.
Yeah, I'm for it. Sveta, what do you think?
Sure.
Should we first Should we tell him about what we've got and see if that's actually Psy Crystal?
Perhaps also if they've got any other experiments, maybe letting them go as well.
All of our experiments either escaped or we had already released.
Okay.
Unfortunately, due to the erratic temperature controls in the ship which have been damaged, some of our pets escaped into the wilderness. Additionally, I have another concern. There was a terrestrial creature that we had aboard. It is the creature that, in fact, caused the explosion in the lower decks. It is an unfortunate case. You see, often our kind, although not exactly our kind, reproduce by using our spores implanted in a humanoid creature's head to turn them into seromorphs. We have several of these on this ship, but we did not intend to implant any of them into any of the creatures. You see, that is not our way. But one of the creatures got loose and found the spore pod, and one of those attached into its head. The creature went insane, causing the destructive hole in the ship, and we believe that creature escaped. It is possible that he is still out there.
What does it look like?
Is he admitted into East Haven, General, right now?
It was I believe the creatures are human.
Oh my god.
From the parlance. Standard build. Grey-brown hair.
Is his name Sulk by any chance?
We do not know the names of any of the terrestrial creatures which we took.
Just saying, guys, it might be the one of the missing people who came back and then turned into a serial killer. Just
That's what I was thinking too.
I wonder, like, if you can, I don't know quite how, like, telepathically talking is. Can he telepathically, like, display an image in our head?
Sure. He will display the image of the creature, and it doesn't look like Harren Sulk.
Okay.
It's fucking Skeen.
Damn it!
I have a creature in my head. I gave one to my brother. We are the best illithids around.
Does it remind us of perhaps the wanted posters of Jask?
Yeah, you think that, like, the features vaguely are reminiscent of the wanted posters that you've seen around.
Well, we know what we have to do.
Yes. Well,
There is a catch. The ship has been damaged heavily, and if we do not get a psi crystal in time to power it back up, we will be forced to abandon as temperatures drop. If that happens, we will self-destruct the ship to stop it from falling into the wrong hands. Yes, it is an unfortunate reality that we cannot let any terrestrial creatures have this type of technology.
how long is the time limit in, like, days on this planet?
It's entirely possible that right now we would only last 48 hours before we would be forced to abandon.
well, do we have psi crystals? Like, have we ascertained that the Charlatan and psi crystals are different?
Do you
The
want
Charlatan the Charlatan and the other crystals that you have are different for sure, but you don't. Yeah, I'm not sure you know what they are.
Who's carrying the Charlatan?
I've got the party loot on my
Okay.
purse thing. I'll rummage around on this handy haversack that I happen to have with party loot, and I'll
the
pull
idea of
out
giving
one
you
of
that.
the Charlatans
Okay.
and just present it to them.
Yeah, what do you think of that? Huh?
Vorin steps forward to you and he takes a look. These are impressive specimens, but they are not psi crystals. They look like empty power sources, if I were to guess. Something that could contain energy. But they are not psi crystals, no.
Damn.
Could they be charged potentially?
It is possible, but the mechanism by which it would be done is foreign to me.
I can't help but feel that there's an answer at the fort. Sunrise. Okay, well, how about these shards? Are these significant? I'm showing the shards right from episode 1.
Okay, so you pull out the shards which are wrapped in, I assume, something because they're emitting some sort of
Gauze.
cold, like they were cold to the touch, like they were frozen. Dradovax steps forward and takes a look at the, I assume it's sort of wrapped up in your hands and goes, "These are not psi crystals, but they do emanate some sort of power. Vorin, take a look at this." And Vorin steps over from Svieta and looks at them and goes, "These are interesting structures. I do not know where you have found these. They do contain energy, though." And he looks at Dradovax. "Do you think perhaps these can be adapted?" And he looks up at you. "These might help us stabilize our environmental systems. They will not stop the decay that has happened, and they are not psi crystals, but they may give us a few additional days before we will be forced to abandon."
I see. Well, perhaps we could offer one of these as a show of good faith. In return, perhaps you could give us one of the special guns.
They look at each other, and like you see one of them, like if they had eyebrows, it'd be cocked.
A tentacle cock.
A tentacle cock. I believe that could be a fair trade. We are willing to part with one of the items now, if you are willing to search for a proper psi crystal, and this will give us some more time for you to return.
With this time, I think we can find more of them, but we'll need 2 of those.
These will never be able to get us to fly once again. We need psi crystals for that, but this gives us time for you to perhaps find them. Dradovax, and he gestures to his to the other one who steps forward again, and he pulls out a device that was strapped on a strap around his shoulder, and he pulls it off, and he presents it to you. "You should take this with you. It is a psi crystal detector." With the box, which is sort of no bigger than a bar of soap, it's quite small. It emits sort of. He tells you it emits an audible clicking sound when you are within 5 miles of a psi crystal. The closer you are to the psi crystal, the more rapid the clicks. This could perhaps help you narrow down a place. And he presents it to Wodun.
Oh, thanks. Well, it was going to be a laser gun, but...
This is just to help you on your quest. We are willing to part with either one of our weapons, or you will instead like one of the other items that we have for offer.
Is this part of the initial...
He's willing to... So they've got a couple of items that they will give you if you return a psi crystal to them. They'll give you those items. But if you want to take one of them now, you can either take one of the weapons that they have, or you can take one of the other 2. They have another 2 items they're willing to part with.
They might be more helpful.
Yeah.
Because do any of us know how to use a gun?
What's a gun?
Carnelian can point and shoot at things. He's got a decent dexterity score.
Okay.
He's been using a crossbow the whole time.
It would be
What
nice
are
to
they?
know what the other...
Yeah, what are the other items?
What I will tell you is just so before you do get into this, mechanically, the items that he's offering you are laser pistols.
Hell yeah.
They require intelligence checks just to use every time.
Oh.
They are quite difficult to actually utilize, but they do some damage.
Yeah.
So it might be difficult to utilize them in a pinch. However, he does offer 2 items, and so you see Vorin goes into the door behind you. It slides open, and he returns with 2 items. The first is a sticky metal monocle with a kaleidoscope lens, and the second is a slimy quiff made from a living space slug. I'm going to tell you because I'm not going to get you to roll for them. Normally, I'd get you to make Arcana checks, but they don't they function like certain magical items. So the first one functions like an eyes of minute seeing, and the second one acts as a helm of telepathy. The eyes of minute seeing, these crystal lenses fit over the eyes, and while wearing them, you can see much better than normal, out to a range of 1 foot.
Ooh.
It's essentially a microscope.
Yeah, you have advantage on intelligence investigation checks that rely on sight while searching an area or studying an object within range.
Handy.
The helm of telepathy. While wearing this helm, you can use an action to cast detect thoughts as a spell. The spell save is DC 13. As long as you can maintain concentration on the spell, you can use a bonus action to send telepathic messages to a creature you're focused on, and it can reply, using a bonus action to do so. And while your focus continues. While you're focusing on a creature with detect thoughts, you can use an action to cast the suggestion spell, DC 13, from the helm on that creature. Once used, suggestion can't be used again till the next dawn.
I'm thinking maybe the helm.
I'm thinking the laser gun.
It looks kind of complicated to use.
I can spend an hour to make
Oh my god,
a magical
you sure
weapon as my packed weapon,
my
and I
God.
become proficient in fucking laser guns.
Oh my
That's
god.
interesting, because, okay, so the laser pistol, just so you know, is, I have to look at the player's handbook and I go to the proficiency, but it has a limited ammunition. Once you've used it, it's out, right?
Until I summon it again.
No, once it's used, it's used.
One
But
shot.
No.
it does 3d6 radiant damage. It has a range
Where I'm
of
going.
It has a range of 40 and 120. It has the reload property.
So it can be reloaded.
It can be, but you wouldn't have any way of reloading it. Put it that way. There is a thing here, and I'd have to read it, but there is a checks that you would normally need to do to operate alien technology. It's actually in the book here. I'm going to need to do a bit of reading. But if you make it a pact weapon, I kind of feel like that would just ignore all of those
Straight up,
things.
it just makes me proficient in it.
Well, and you wouldn't, otherwise there'd be no way of gaining proficiency in whatever the hell this is.
What's that guy who's like an authority on D&D rules?
Jeremy Irons.
Oh my god, Jeremy Irons is an authority on D&D.
Crawford.
Crawford.
Sorry, he was in the D&D movie. He doesn't know the D&D.
Jeremy Irons. Quick, call up Jeremy Irons, he'll know. This is actually a thing I didn't consider when I was reading this up. I'm like, these laser pistols are going to be kind of fun, but probably not too useful.
No ranged weapon automatically generates its own ammunition unless its description or a
Says so.
special ability says otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm less interested in that and more interested in whether you can just pact it and use it. I guess that's a call I need to make.
Well, it doesn't sound like it's going to be worth if it's like a
3d6 radiant
burn
damage.
3d6 radiant damage is a lot. That's a first level spell in a basic attack.
But one shot.
but how many shots? Like
I can let you know it's got 50 shots before it's
Oh,
empty.
so I thought you said it had
yeah,
one.
I was
a
going to be
strong
like
wand.
That's-
4.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one. And if you come back with the Psycrystal, you'd have a second one.
Oh.
I am going to say, and I will probably regret this, and I may have to think about this between now and next week, but if you packed that weapon, I think that you kind of become proficient in it. You wouldn't need to make those checks to fire it.
Hey, old man under the mountain, how does this work?
What is that? It's a gun!
What has Wodun got? He's got a gun.
He's got a gun!
It's like the monkey.
Monkey
from,
with a gun. Hellboy.
from Hellboy.
So, I guess the question I have for you is, what do you want to take? The strongest items here are probably the helmet telepathy or one of the laser pistols.
I mean, the Helm of Telepathy seems generally very useful, but I'm actually really curious about the laser pistol.
It's fascinating, yeah. And Wodun can't keep his eyes off it.
Perhaps this would be the best. And he pulls the laser pistol out of his holster and hands it to you, Wodun.
Sick gun.
Wodun is just like in disbelief. He's holding this in his hands, just staring at it wide-eyed.
Then it appears that we have an accord. If you take the Psycrystal detector with you and find a Psycrystal, return it to us. You may have the remaining items as well.
Really?
Deal.
Yes.
Yeah? Alright!
Yeah.
Let's do it!
Then, if there is nothing further to discuss, you'll need to find out what happens next week on Reflex Save.
Don't worry, I'll ask next week.
Thank you, Jadavex.
What was that?
I had a hiccup. Just one. That's all I can afford.